Hey, welcome to the Keystone Experience. Rob Warwick,
And Matt Pitzer.
brought to you by Creek Archery. Find your passion and hunt it down.
And Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Remember, Hillview has it in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, Matt, you know what time of year it is?
What time?
It's Chico time.
It ain't turkey time, that's for damn sure.
Turkey time in June or something like that in PA, I think.
It feels like it.
It's fucking way down the road.
Yep, but we get to stare at the turkeys.
It's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas.
Yeah. No, it's Chico time.
That's right.
We got the fellers from Chico with us tonight. We got Matt and Austin.
It is that time.
Hey,
of
we're
year
missing
again.
somebody. Where's No Shot at?
I had my day screwed up. So
Thought he was coming with us.
no, he went to eat at Grandma's today.
Oh, okay.
I had my day screwed up.
He went to practice shooting.
Who are we missing?
I was going to bring Austin with me.
Oh,
The other
yeah,
Austin.
yeah.
No shot.
No shot.
No shot. That was from the pheasant hunt.
He ain't got no shot in his shells. That's what he kept telling us. That's why he was missing.
He missed quite a few that day. He had nothing to show for it at the end of the day. So
I tell you what, though, that was a fun but challenging hunt.
it was. There's a lot of ground there to cover for the amount of birds we put out. So, I mean,
And they did not want to cooperate.
no. I don't know where the birds went. I put the birds out. I know they were there, but I don't know where they went.
There's a ton of birds over there. There was. We were kicking them out on Andy's birthday. We were putting more birds out, and we were just driving along, and they were flying all over the place.
Well, there should be birds there because we put enough out and they didn't kill any. The kids killed very few birds on our group anyway. The other groups weren't much better, but
Well, for this season coming up, I'll know ahead of time we're bringing Dave. Deer P. Dave. We'll get him to bring a couple of his dogs up.
there you go.
So
There you go.
he can run them for the kids.
We can let that mutt of mine run around.
Yeah, we can take him too.
He might not know what the hell to do, but he'll run around that field like a bat out of hell.
It'll save us a little bit of walking.
Yeah.
Hey, guns don't bother him.
That's a plus.
He doesn't know what he's looking for, but he'll go run around for it.
It kind of sounds like us. I know what's out there, but we just couldn't find them.
Well, let's talk Chico Outdoors here at Westmoreland Fair Grounds.
Yeah, it's another year coming here, and this will be our 5th year, 3rd year at Westmoreland Fair Grounds. Kind of hard to believe it's actually been 6 years with the year that we lost, but kind of hard to believe we're already going into our 5th show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that it would go to what it's got to. I'm grateful and blessed that it has, but
Yeah, it's like when we're starting to get noticed other places, and people are starting to recognize the name, and that's how we know we're finally getting somewhere. I mean, it's been a lot of work, and we've always felt that it could get to this point, but we never really thought this quick it would get to this point. So
no, not at all.
I mean, we had over 4,000 people last year through the gate. Every year we've doubled attendance, and we're really hoping to do that this year. Austin put together a really good ticket this year, a 2-day ticket, so I think that's definitely going to help drive people in. We sold 1,000 tickets already.
And if I remember right, now my memory's not really that good. Last year's weather was awful, wasn't it?
We had all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It rained, then it sleeted, then it snowed, then the sun came out, and it felt about 40-ish degrees. It was real nice. And then just like that, snap of your fingers, it was snowing again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All on the same day. And we had more people there that day than we did on Sunday, and the weather was a little bit nicer.
Yeah. We actually had a better crowd Sunday.
Saturday we had a better crowd
Or,
when our
I'm sorry,
ticket was
Saturday,
going off last
yeah.
year. So we're hoping the newer, improved, bigger ticket will drive the people to come both days.
But to have that many people when the weather, because I remember it being cold.
Yeah, it was cold. We had heaters going, but those buildings they're just big steel buildings. They're hard to heat.
Yeah, I mean, we did everything we could to heat it. His brother ran a couple of times to get more
my
fuel,
dad,
and his
my
dad
brother.
ran. I mean, we were running everywhere we could to keep heaters going, and that's something we got to throw out there. A big thank you to everybody to help with that last year, because our buddies come out of the woodwork with torpedo heaters, and I mean, we did the best that we could, seems like every year we get something thrown at us. The first couple years at Norvelt, we had the tent issue, and we worked through that, and now it's just going to be a weather issue from here on out. We get those years. We're probably going to get that. I think this year is going to be a good year, though. I really feel that this is our good weather year. The year we ended up canceling in 2020, we were sitting up at our camp in Potter County drinking beer, and it was 70 degrees, and I was none too happy that we had to cancel. But I think this is going to be the year.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, regardless, to have that many people, it just shows how far this has come.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's how we know it's that time of year. And not long after this, Rob, it's riding season.
Yeah. But I don't know what you're talking about. I've been riding.
Yeah, I haven't.
Hopefully it's warm enough you can ride to the show. That's the goal.
That was the goal last year.
That was the goal last year, too. We were going to put both the bikes in the booth, but
No, that wasn't happening.
as muddy as it wasn't happening.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had the mud issue last year, too. We got that mulch delivered from Wilkinson's nursery. He gave us a bunch of mulch to put outside the doors to keep mud down so the floors weren't as slippy. We had to run and get rugs from Lowe's and Johnson's, and we bought them out of rugs.
Yeah, we bought everybody out of rugs and rubber mats and just trying to get by. And, Wilkinson's pulled through with big time. I mean, that's a good family all around, and it's good to have friends in high places, and they definitely came through for us. They really did.
That's the benefit. You know, we've talked about it before. You know, when you do things in this area for the right reasons, the community rallies around it.
They do. And this is something I don't even remember where we were recently, and a guy said to me, he goes, "I know you," and I said, "I apologize, but I don't know you," and he goes, "No, you're with Chico Outdoors," and I said, "Yeah," I said, "I am," and he goes, "You guys do the fishing derby up in Potter County," and I'm like, Yeah, we sponsor the fishing derby up there. And he's like, "That's a great derby." He goes, "You guys do a lot up there. That's awesome. Thank you." He's from here, but he knew us from up there. Like, the word is reaching pretty far about what we do, and we're pretty proud of it. I mean, I know honestly, people get tired of hearing me talk about it, but I'm that proud of it I talk about it quite a bit.
Well, we reached. I can't think of the exact number right now, but we sold those mega tickets, I believe, in 11 different states. As far as, I mean, my stepdad lives in Georgia, so he bought one down there. But there was a guy from Massachusetts that bought one. Wasn't just a phone number; it was an address and everything. As far as Ohio, West Virginia, Maryland, I mean, which is awesome that we're getting out, getting some outreach.
Yeah, I don't know if those people are going to come in for the show.
Hopefully,
but, you never know. I mean, at this point, we've gotten vendors from New England states before, and we've gotten vendors from Maryland and West Virginia, and
we got South Carolina, North Carolina this year.
Yeah, we got one coming from the Outer Banks this year. So I mean, when we reach out to people and we tell them what we're doing, I think at first a lot of people are like, they don't really know who we are, and when you start explaining what it is and why we do it. I've had so many people that are like, "Yeah, we'll think about that," and then they do end up calling you back, and they're like, "That's really cool. Yeah, I want to be part of that." So, I mean, that's the big difference between us and a lot of the shows around. We've made it a family affair. It's not putting down some of the other shows in the area, but they don't have a lot of the things that we have for the kids, and the wives and things like that. Like a lot of these places, you see the wife tagging along, and she ain't real happy to be there because there's nothing really for her to do. We do offer the craft building for the ladies. This year we've really expanded our kids area. That's something that we're really putting a focus on. We're going to have 8 to 10 different games for the kids. It'll be a one price admission for the kids area. They're guaranteed a nice big prize, and then they can play the games all day long for that one admission. So that's something new this year we're doing, and I think it's really going to help to keep people around and keep the kids interested. The trout pond's still going to be its own separate thing. That'll still be a separate fee for the trout pond, which we got the prices on fish this year. And my God, I knew everything was going up in price, but trout was not one thing I thought was going up like it did.
Yeah, why would they go up in price?
And I don't know if it's I mean, what they're feeding them can't be that expensive.
Dog food, man.
Yeah, that's basically what it looks like to me. When I see
Freaking Walmart.
That is what it looks like.
So, but the price of fish, I mean, we do have a guy local we've been dealing with. and it looks like we're going to continue to deal with him. He's the best price for us, and so we're looking at another 200 trout this year for the kids in the trout pond. As far as the games go, they're all going to be not necessarily an outdoor theme game, but there is going to be 8 different games for the kids to play, and they can just keep coming back all day long and playing them. So that's
pretty
cool.
much like a carnival.
Yeah.
That'd
So
be
that
cool.
We should put a 50-pound flathead in that trout pond.
Or they're gonna have to get a bigger pole.
No, you got to get it in on that, and then whoever gets that can get like a lifetime entrance to the show for free.
If you get it in on the
If you get it
the
in
Barbie
on that
rod.
little-
Yeah.
but it's got to be a kid. It can't be an adult. Because you know some drunk ass adult's gonna dive in there and grab a hold of this thing. Woo! I got him.
I don't know. We got any noodlers around here? I don't know.
I got no interest in that.
No.
Rob looks like he has an interest in it.
I'll
thinking.
do it.
He's thinking.
I've seen them people. They get pulled underwater. If I can't hold my breath that long, it wouldn't be any good.
No. So before we get too deep into this, we've done this with you guys for a couple of years now, but in case anybody hasn't listened to the previous podcast, tell us what Chico Outdoors is and how this all got started. Just in case somebody new's listening, they can get the backstory. They know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything we do, Chico Outdoors is in memory of Andrew Chico Crise, who was my brother, Austin's nephew, or uncle, I'm sorry. And he passed away in 2017 unexpectedly. He had a heart condition nobody knew he had. He just fell over dead at work. So when he passed, he did a lot to help get kids in the outdoors. Any kid he saw out, he would help. He helped with all the fishing derbies in the area, things like that, at all the sportsmen's clubs. Just an avid outdoorsman. He loved the outdoors. We grew up in the outdoors, and he wanted to pass that on to not only his kids, but to every kid he came across. And so when he passed, we kicked around some different ideas on how to memorialize him and how to keep his memory alive. And so we came up with this idea, and at first it was, we had no idea where to go with it, and just decided to try this small outdoor show, a couple of vendors at the fire hall, and some food and some raffles, and just to raise some money to give back to those organizations that he worked with. And the first year we had 20 vendors and 500 spectators, and we were just elbow to elbow in Norvell Fire Hall. And if anybody listening knows the fire hall, that's one of the bigger halls in the area, but we were tight, and you guys were with us from day one. You guys were there for that. Once you got in your booth, you really didn't have much way to get out.
Yeah, you didn't go nowhere.
You kind of stayed where you were. But it really went well, and we realized we had something. So we decided to go ahead and do it the next year. Next year we got bigger, and here we are 6 years later at Westmoreland Fair Grounds, for going into our third year at the fairgrounds. 6 or 7 buildings full. A lot of different things that we've added over the years. So everything we do is in his memory, and you'll see a lot of things at the show kind of named after him, things like that. Rue's Pond, that was another nickname of his. That's what my mother always called him, was Rue, and Andrew for short was Rue, and so that's Rue's Pond, and Chico was his nickname that he got as he got older, and that's just kind of stuck. It seemed like the perfect name, because when you search it, I can guarantee you search Chico online, we're going to pop up somewhere, because there's not much of it, especially in this area. If you're looking the area, you're going to find us. So that's kind of the backstory on it. Just going to continue to grow it and keep memorializing him.
Yeah, and you guys give back to local sportsmen's clubs, kids. You've over the last couple of years really got into also with the veterans, right?
Yeah. We got in with military veterans outdoors. Really good group of guys. I've actually ended up doing more outside of Chico, even with them. They got involved in a car cruise that I help with locally here at a Legion, and they came down for that. A couple of those guys from the Legion actually went up there to visit them at their property and things. So we kind of networked them in with the guys from the Legion here, and so that was a big thing to get in with them. and the local clubs. We've been doing a lot more every year for the local clubs, and we're always looking to add more groups. We've been looking at the local school shooting teams, things like that. Anywhere we can help to get kids out or get the veterans involved. Our big focus is kids. So, we're looking at the schools and things like that, and looking at getting clubs, getting in with the clubs and getting what they have going and assisting them and adding to what they have to try to help out. Because I know a lot of the sportsmen's clubs in the area, they're predominantly a lot older guys, and they want to do stuff for the kids, but they just don't know how to get it going. And so we've been jumping in and helping with some of that stuff, helping with their fishing derbies and things like that. So that's our big focus is the kids, though. We do enjoy helping the veterans, and we will always help the veterans. But our big focus is the kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just reach out to us too if anybody has any ideas or things that you want to get going. We're open to just about anything to help out kids and veterans and whatever we got to do. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram. Our numbers are on there. You give us a call. We have business cards out at places. So, I mean, you can call Matthew or myself, and we'll do whatever we can.
We've been trying to get into some of the other shows and stuff. We haven't really set up at any of the shows, but we've been to a lot of the shows and talked. A lot of our vendors are now speaking for us at the shows and putting the word out for us. So that's helping a lot. That means a lot. Word of mouth, I think, sometimes is better than us just putting a flyer in their face. If another vendor at the show says, "Hey man, you got to come to the show. It's a really good little show," and that's a lot of our new vendors. That's how we've gotten them, is just word of mouth from our current vendors and sponsors. And I know our sponsors do a lot for us. We get a couple really good sponsors that have gotten us to this point, and we're always looking for sponsors too. There's always opportunities there to get your name out there, get your business out there. It's an all around good organization. I mean, all our money, you see where it goes. It goes back out right into the community. Nothing is, we're a 501c3 nonprofit, so your donations you can write them off as well if you're looking for a good place to write off that's a worthy cause. We're always looking.
Tax write-offs.
Ironically enough, our show is April 15th.
Is that tax day?
Is that tax day?
I don't know. I already did
That
mine.
should be tax day.
Somewhere
It should be around
I
tax
did
day.
mine too.
Somewhere close to that.
Yeah, somewhere right around there. So, and if you get your tax refund back, that's a good place to spend
Yeah,
it.
yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Mine's already gone. Sorry.
Speaking of that, with the ticket that he's doing along with that, that's basically a 2-day gun bash. Those tickets are pretty much all gone at this point. There may be a few stragglers here and there you might find out in the community.
Yeah.
But at this point, that's going to run very similar to a gun bash, so there will be other raffles that day. So even if you didn't get a ticket for that, you pay the $5 general admission to get in, and you'll have a chance to buy those walk-around gun tables and walk-around raffles and things that we'll be doing all weekend too. So there is going to be plenty of opportunity that way to win some stuff, even if you didn't get the big ticket.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots of things to go around for sure.
I got to find my 2 tickets. They're at work somewhere. The money's in the drawer. I don't know if I ripped the stubs off or not. I don't know.
That's
I got the money for you guys, so whatever.
I think we know who you are.
Yeah, we know where we'll find you at the expo too.
Yeah, I just got to look and see if the tickets are still in my toolbox.
I don't know. I missed out on the mega ticket. I was snoozing. Then next thing I know, they were all gone.
Yeah, I know. Alex said he went to get some and they were all gone.
Yeah.
So,
They last year we sold them up till the day of the show.
yeah.
And I mean, we really put something together this year that we're pretty proud of, and they sold like right now. It was every day I was coming home from work and processing 40, 50 tickets online. I mean, I had 500 myself, and they were gone within the first month I posted live.
Yeah,
and we didn't get it out as early as we wanted.
Yeah, he definitely got the raw end of that deal. He said he'd take care of all the online sales, so he got the raw end of that deal. But
Keegan, she gets.
They did a really good job of it, though. I mean, they're very organized with it. They've got a nice spreadsheet with all the numbers on it.
Do
which is
you
gonna make
really
it real
think
easy.
Austin did any of
No.
that? Look at him.
Actually,
Austin did some. I know he did enter some numbers in.
I did figure out the spreadsheet based off of the guy who printed the tickets. He gave me what word am I looking for here? I don't know,
Like all the list of
math,
numbers.
so I could figure out how many to go, and then there's this break when he was printing them, and I've got that on an Excel spreadsheet. Now, putting people's names in, I might have screwed it up a little bit. Keegan's got to go back and fix it all. She's not real happy. Nobody's allowed to touch the spreadsheet now besides her. But I did get the math figured out from the guy at the thing to get it all in there. So it'll be a lot simpler when I draw the number. I'll be able to type it right in the computer, and boom, I'll be able to call you. We'll get it all figured out. Instead of last year, I fumbled through 500 tickets to find the winner, so I could get their phone number.
Right.
Trying to streamline the process a little bit. It's not a simple process, but we get to it. I know sometimes it's a little slow, but we try our best. And
Well, I mean, there's a lot going on them 2 days, so
yeah,
the last thing people ought to worry about is getting a phone call. They'll get it.
yeah.
No, we've definitely learned every year what we need to fix, and anybody that's at our show, if you see something you think we can fix, we're open to the constructive criticism.
I think the beer wagon needs to come around a little more often.
Now you want a mobile beer wagon? Now you're saying
We talked about it last year with a bike. We talked about it last year. We're just too busy to. One of these years,
I'm trying to figure out a way to do that.
One of these years, I'm gonna get one of those e-bikes and get a wagon hooked up to it, and I'm gonna come rolling right up to Rob's thing. I'm gonna tell everybody, don't bug me for a half an hour. I got to take care of something real quick.
That just led into something that I think, Chris DePerna. Come on, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
I could see a Creek Archery e-bike with a cart on the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Selling beer. That might be something. He might be onto something. Yeah, most definitely.
Oh, you're on to something. You're on to a lawsuit.
I didn't say the person driving's going to be drinking, but
Yeah.
Eventually they probably will.
Don't Z&M have them little e-bikes up there?
Yeah, probably.
Well, Kelton, we're going to talk to you, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, what better? Z&M, Harley Davidson, and beer.
There
They
you go.
both go together like apple pie in America, man.
There you go.
Just don't get on your bike after a beer.
No, that doesn't end up well.
Nope.
You got all the vendor. When does registration close for the vendors?
It'll be coming up the 24th of this month, I believe, is going to be when we close out. Just trying to that gives us a couple weeks to get
The layouts
all the
squared
layouts finalized, and that's a chore in itself, just trying to get everything laid out. So we need that couple weeks there to try to just tune everything and make sure everything fits, because I've run into some issues other years, and they know they like to tease me. I have a bad habit of telling people beyond that date, sure, come on, show up, I'll get you a spot. Well,
Oh, he definitely does that. Last year we had so many people come in. They're like, yeah, Matt said we had a 10 by 10. And I was like, well, the buildings are full, but we'll fit you in somewhere. We got everybody in.
we did manage to
got
get everybody
everything
in,
taken care of, but it was something.
They don't like when I start doing stuff like that. I have a bad habit of just doing things without asking. And this year we actually revamped our board a little bit, and just want to throw out here a little thank you to those guys and girl. We have one girl on the board. Yeah. Everybody knows Keegan.
She's the most important piece of the puzzle, I think, at this point.
She is. Yeah. She is. He has to say that, but I honestly agree. I honestly agree that she is.
It's the truth.
But we've added our current board at this point is me. I'm the president. Austin's the vice president. We brought my cousin Mike Teeters on as treasurer. Keegan's our secretary, and we actually added some trustees this year, which is kind of something that we've been looking to do, is bring some people in from the industry, people that can give us some insight. And we've added Todd Rupert, which everybody by now has heard Todd, and everybody knows Todd. Mark Franks and CJ Schrum came on as trustees, and those are appointed. We appointed them to the board, and so far they've been a tremendous help to us, especially this year, getting in contact with vendors and things like that. They've really helped us this year. So that was something on the administrative side that we changed this year with the board, and so far it's been working pretty well, I think.
It only took us 5 years to realize that we outgrew what Matthew, myself, Keegan, that we can do, and we have great family help. My pap, our Aunt Patty, her family. I mean, they're all tremendous help, but we've just outgrown it. So we delegated each spot to somebody that you'll see in a staff shirt at the kids area, the raffle area, the mega ticket, the whole nine. Is there will be somebody delegated. If you have any questions, just find those people and it'll be help us.
We put committee
free
chairs
up a little bit
in charge of areas, and it'll take a little bit off of us during the show, so that they can make decisions. We're tabbing these people with making decisions that they, the everyday decisions up there. My Aunt Patty Dietrich and Uncle Jeff Dietrich, Brian Dietrich, they're going to handle the kids area, the trout pond, that kind of stuff. Mike and Joel Rayshard are handling the bar area. They do a pretty good job handling that.
the entertainment.
And the entertainment side of it with the bands and all that. Jason Patrick, he's kind of our grounds guy. He's going to keep up with the grounds. And then Keegan's mom, Jeannie, she's gonna head up the raffles and all that stuff. So, I mean, that just goes to show right there, that's all family. I mean, and even the ones that aren't family,
They're family.
they're family now. I mean, they've been helping us. I mean, they're people that we've known our whole lives that didn't hesitate when we called and said, "Hey, can you help?" And they're there every year. They're there for what we need. So, I mean, that really speaks volumes there for the people that come back every year. And we get new people every year that want to help. All our volunteers, can't thank them enough. I mean, we have probably, feasibly, I would say no less than 50 to 60 volunteers that help us pull this off every year. And in the grand scheme of things, I mean, you look at some of the other shows that maybe are comparable in size to ours, or maybe a little bit bigger than ours. They've got full-time staffs, and they've got people that are just doing this, and we're all doing it alongside a full-time job.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that really makes us feel good to see the final product after all this, after the hard work goes into it. So, you can't thank those people that help us enough. I mean, I couldn't do it. This was a vision of mine, but looking back now from where we are to where we started, there's no possible way without these people that we could even pull this off.
Absolutely.
Now, how many fish are going in the pond this year?
About 200. We're looking at about 200 again. So
It seemed to work out good. I mean, they still, the kids got some action both days instead of just, if we don't get enough, they get their lips all sore on Saturday, and then they don't hit Sunday, and we want to keep them. We don't have enough room to have 2 tanks there and switch them out for the weekend, so we got to do what we got to do. But
we did add some new stuff this year. The trout pond's always a big attraction, but on the fishing side of it, we added it's called Virtually Hooked Fishing Simulator. This is something really cool we're looking to do this year. He's the one we said was coming out of North Carolina. What it is it's actually basically a deep sea fishing simulator. You wear the belt, you put the rod in the belt, you watch a screen, and when the fish hits, you got to hook the fish, and then it pulls the line. It'll pull the line from you, and you got to fight the fish to bring you to get your score. You got to fight the fish. The gentleman that's bringing it up, he actually said that he's actually pulled little kids out of their shoes that weren't expecting it, because it does bend the rod, and it'll pull you. And,
I guarantee it will.
And so he said that a lot of places are doing like a virtual fishing tournament. So we're looking to do something similar. Probably we're not going to do any pre-registration or anything this year, but when you come to the show, it'll probably be like $5 is what it looks like at this point. We're going to do like a $5 buy-in. If you want to enter your score, you pay the $5. If you get the top 3 scores of the day, you'll win a prize. We're going to do that both days. I think we're going to do a kids bracket as well for some prizes for the kids. So that'll be pretty cool. It looks like it's pretty neat. 4 or 5 different fish you can pick from and different stuff. So I stumbled upon him at the Philadelphia Fishing Show is where I found him on their website, and I haven't seen it anywhere out here yet. So this is the big reveal of that. I've been keeping that under wraps because nobody else in the area has had it yet. So I think we're going to be the first one to debut this in the area, because it's about a 10-hour drive for him to come up here, and I mean he was cool with it. It's something that I've been wanting to add more interactive stuff. That's been something we've been kind of lacking, is stuff for people to actually do when they're there. A lot of stuff for the kids and stuff, but we haven't had stuff. So this will be something the adults can really enjoy. And he sent us some videos of it. You can see some videos on his Facebook page, and it is a really, really neat thing. So
That's cool. Should be a lot of fun.
yeah,
Maybe
so-
we'll have to have a staff tournament.
yeah, I have a feeling after the Saturday night show, if he feels like sticking around, I think that could get pretty interesting.
Yeah, we could have
Yeah.
some fun with that. He'll probably rip me right out.
I know I'm out on that.
Nah, everybody gonna have to give it at least a try. I think it's gonna be something really cool.
Oh, I mean, that'll be, if you've never done deep sea fishing and bought fish that big, it's different.
Yeah, I've never done it before, but I think the simulator will be pretty cool. I want to try it for sure. I mean, it's gonna.
I did it one time. Well, I've done it twice. First, out in New Jersey, those were a lot of smaller fish.
Yeah.
I did it down in Mexico, and I caught a mahi, and I fought it for 15, 20 minutes, and I was that close to just handing the rod back to the guy saying, you do this. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It takes a lot out of you. That's
Oh,
what I've heard from everybody who's done it.
when you're done, your forearms are going to be on fire. I mean, the strength that those fish have.
Yeah.
And a mahi is a big fish, but it's nowhere near as big as some of the ones you can catch.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm curious to see how that whole simulator thing works, like how it really pulls on you and stuff. I mean,
I
think
did-
it'll
I
be
did
cool.
tuna, yellowfin tuna, and I'll tell you what, man. Like Matt said, like 35 minutes into this, and this fish is like still a mile and a half away from the boat. And I'm looking at this dude like, who said this was fun? who even thought this was fun? You know, but when you finally get this thing in there and see it's 290 some pounds, you're like,
Yeah. Okay, that was kind of fun.
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
It starts
Time
off,
to go in because I'm done. I ain't catching another one.
It starts off super fun. That adrenaline hits. Like, fish on. Oh, man. And then,
Yeah.
you know, fish are like, I'll compare them to deer. They play mind games.
Yeah,
At least
they
the one
do.
I did. You know, he fought for a little bit, then he let me reel in. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm almost done. Nope. Zzz. There goes the line back out. Oh,
Yep.
man. So that's really cool. That'll be something to see.
Yeah, yeah. When I stumbled upon that, I called right away and talked to him. He was actually on his way back from I think he was in Baltimore from a show down there, and we talked for a good while. And I called these guys right away, and I said, hey, I really think this is something we should add. You know, there is a cost involved in getting a guy here and everything, but I said I really think this is something that would be really cool, and that's something else too. I mean, we still got a few sponsor opportunities and stuff, and that's something there that we just added recently. If somebody was looking to put their name on something, that's something cool. You could throw your name on the tournament. You know, we'll put your name on the virtual fishing tournament and do some prizes there or whatever. If you have some stuff you want to bring from a company to donate, that'd be great. Might be a cool way to get a name out there for a company too. When it comes to our sponsorship, we have some set levels, but there's also, you know, we'll do custom too. You know, we'll work with anybody. Every little bit helps to put this show on, and every year things are getting more and more expensive, and to get the show going. And so we do look for all that kind of sponsorship help. Any little bit helps. We did pick up a few new sponsors this year, which is really helping. And then we got a few more other things that we're looking at adding this year.
My
And,
favorite thing.
you know,
Thing I'm most excited for.
I have to talk about this, and this could take up the rest of the podcast. Him talking about
No. I'm just excited about it.
this. We've got, it's called Wild World of Animals. The guy is a local guy. He's from about 45 minutes from here.
I already
he's
don't
from
like where
84.
Bentleyville.
Yeah, he's from 84 area. He has access to quite a few wild animals, and he does a stage show. He'll bring different animals out, kind of like what we used to see on TV. And the more Jack Hanna would bring the animals on, and they'd be on the talk shows and stuff. He's going to bring different animals out. He'll talk to you, explain about the animals, and then he'll do a question and answer afterwards. It's about an hour-long program each day. So he's going to do one of them each day. And
Is he bringing any snakes?
I hope not. I don't want him to bring snakes. I'm thinking more along the line of like lions and bears, and
he's got quite a few different animals, and I did see on his website he does have a black bear, and there's two lions.
What was the black?
tiger.
The black bear was friends with the tiger. I think they grew up together. Like bottle babies or whatever, and they're like inseparable.
He can tell you everything there is.
I looked on the
about it
website
because
for like, they were having a meeting. I was supposed to be involved, and I was looking at his Facebook page. I was like, this guy's got everything.
he's got to run the ticket, the bash part of the show this year, and I have a bad feeling that we're going to find him in
Playing with the
animal cage,
lions.
playing with a lion or something.
Absolutely.
Because he was more excited when I brought that up. That ruined the meeting for him. He was going. Keegan had to keep pulling him back in and saying, "Hey, we're having a meeting here." And he's like, "Yeah, but look what he's got. Look at this animal."
He's not lying. That's exactly what happened. All we ask is nobody rolls the Jumanji dice that day.
Yeah, we were.
We
thinking
don't need lions running
really
down
bad.
the midway. I mean, Rob turns around in his booth and there's a lion standing there. We're gonna have some issues.
I mean, the
Things are going south.
the fairgrounds has a high fence. I mean, we could actually turn it into a fundraiser, but I don't know how the guy's going to react to us, on these animals. But that was something cool. In talking to him too, his shows, he does a lot of birthday parties even and stuff like that. He'll come out and do.
He's been on the night show with Jimmy Fallon and Letterman. He was on all those shows. So it should be pretty cool. I mean, he's obviously knows what he's doing.
So he got monkeys.
I believe he does have a monkey.
I
Yes,
believe he has a couple. He's a baboon. Yeah, he's got some monkeys.
I
a monkey on a bike selling raw beer. Now we're really cooking up ideas.
So when you stop out at the Westmoreland Fairgrounds, April 15th and 16th, when you stop by our booth, the Keystone Experience, if you want to know where Rob is, he will be at the animal show trying to take the monkey.
Hanging out with the bad ape.
Yep. I see it coming. I'm
And
worried,
Austin
I'm worried
will be-
about Austin.
And I'll be
you're worried about
right
Rob.
beside him.
We'll have a cooler full of beer, and we'll be sitting there feeding marshmallows to the critters.
I already know, man. Well, we're gonna have to keep him away because I know what he's gonna have his marshmallows, and we're doing a giveaway up there. Duke Traps was gracious enough to send us up some dog proofs that we're going to be giving away. He's going to be down there trying to trap one of them. He's going to put a marshmallow down to the bottom of that Duke dog proof and see which critter wants to stick their hand down there to get it out.
That sounds like its own podcast in itself. Rob catching monkeys in a dog proof. I don't know.
Well, Bill, he hooked us up this year. He's given us some dog proofs, and I believe we're getting a dozen of 110 conibears to get some kids started on muskrat trapping and weasel trapping.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
And then I got to talk to one more of our trapping buddies out there and see what he can do for me. So I don't want to mention his name. I'm going to give him a holler here pretty soon.
Yeah. While we're on the subject of trapping, that's kind of a good segue into this.
Another family member.
Yeah. We're working on something here, and I hope it takes off. It may be a little bit smaller this year than what I want it to be, but to get started, we're working with John Wilkinson. Obviously, you guys all know John Wilkinson. Probably a lot of the listeners know John Wilkinson. He's working with the PA Trappers about possibly setting up a demo area where doesn't matter if you're just getting into trapping, if you know nothing about trapping, if you're a pro at trapping, there'll be something hopefully for everybody. He's going to do some sets. You'll be able to walk up and talk to him. It's not going to be a formal seminar of any kind, but there'll be guys there hopefully all weekend to be able to talk with you. If you have a set you want to see, they'll be able to show you. They'll have some sets set up already that they can walk you through and explain. Any questions you have about trapping, anything you ever think you're thinking about getting into trapping, you just want to learn anything about trapping, I think we're going to have at least a few seasoned guys there that'll be able to give you all the advice. We've done seminars in the past with John, and our seminars didn't seem to go real well. So I wanted to go into something where people could do more of a hands-on, where they could actually see the sets and learn the sets. So that's something new we're trying to add this year. I talked to John about it. He's working on some things for us, and hopefully we get that up and running.
We have some really good buildings up there that have dirt floors, so it'll kind of be, give them an area that they can work. I mean, our kids area was in one last year. We're still figuring out the layout, but if we don't use that building for the kids area anymore, we might, we'll have that dirt floor in there. We got some some other areas. I mean, there's all the grounds there. I mean, there's grass everywhere. They can set up just about anything we want. Heck, we can even set up something in that little pond there where the wheel is.
Yeah, they could even put. Yeah, there's an area if somebody really wanted to see a water set.
Yeah, there's all kinds of different areas.
Simulated creek there, and they could probably show some water sets there and things. So that was something that I kind of want to get more into the trapping side of it with us. It's something that a lot of the shows don't have a lot of. Yeah. And I mean, I get that it's a dying art, and it's something that I think people really need to learn to do again, because
it seems like it's picking up a little bit around here. Maybe I could be wrong in thinking that. I don't personally do it, but I've always been kind of interested.
I don't know. I don't see a whole. I mean, things haven't changed in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
He's finally starting to take an interest in it, and we're going to try to get his boys out this year and do a little bit more with them. But
I know my son's he's got an interest in it, and a buddy of mine has offered to take him out on his lines and start to show him. So I think, and he's probably going to buy some traps off of him. He wants to do it. I personally it's hard for me to find the time. I would love to do it. I would love to go out with him once my boy learns how to do it, and maybe he'll teach me now. Because he's got an interest. He loves the outdoors. He loves hunting and fishing. He's been shooting his bow 25 to 30 arrows a night.
He needs to practice with a shotgun.
Yeah. I do know he's getting better with the bow probably than the shotgun at this point. He's going to listen to this and be mad at us.
I think I'll take him to Hecla every Wednesday. Is it Wednesday that they're allowed to shoot trap?
Yeah, I think
I'll take him there every Wednesday and pay for him to shoot trap. Because I ain't pheasant hunting with him again if he can't hit nothing.
The funny part about it was,
none of them hit anything.
No, they didn't. But
I think the two roosters that got killed ran into trees or something and died.
I didn't hit back in the day when I did it. I didn't hit anything either. I'll be honest.
You know what was more fun than anything? Watching them kids smile and laugh.
Yeah,
that was
that's the best part about it.
And that's, while we're back on that subject, that hunt is open to anybody. You don't have to be a member. If you're interested, just to get the kids out. I mean, if you don't have a gun, call us. I mean, we'll hook you up with a gun. We put out enough birds for all the kids. We have food for the kids. We have prizes afterwards, and it just, unfortunately, it's not been getting a good turnout. So if you're looking for something to get the kids into pheasant hunting, whether they kill anything or not, just being out there in the field and seeing them birds take off and them kids getting to shoot, even if they miss.
Yep.
It was a really good time.
They get to practice too before we go out,
Yeah.
Some rounds
that's a cool thing. They've always done that. I mean, they have a really nice facility up there to be able to shoot.
Yeah.
Last year was the first time me and Matt was involved with it, and I'll tell you what, I actually went and joined the club because of that. Mm-hmm. And then I find out they do the trout fishing thing for the kids.
Yeah. We have a really nice. He's talking Hecla Sportsman is where we do all this. They do. We've been helping them for quite a few years now, and we do a lot for their kids fishing derby. We give out a lot of cash prizes, gift card prizes. We give a gun away every year down there. Actually, everything they do down there now, we give a gun away. All the kids stuff.
I was going to say, you gave a gun away at the pheasant hunt too, didn't you?
We gave one at the pheasant hunt. We give one, and that's just something that I want to put guns in these kids' hands. Call me crazy, and I know people listening to this podcast won't call me crazy, but I've been told by
we've been called crazy.
I've been called crazy for giving guns to kids, but I figure if you put it in their hands now and you teach them the right way to use it, they're less likely to use it the wrong way later.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We were brought up with guns from the time we were little, and we respect them. I mean, my dad would leave guns lay on the table. We knew not to touch that gun.
Yep.
And
there was consequences.
And I'm trying to instill. Yeah. I try to instill that in my kids, and I want to put guns in kids' hands because I want people to see that you don't got to be scared of the gun. The gun's not the issue. And so we've made that kind of our thing to give away a youth gun at every function they have. We've given them at other functions outside of Hecla, but that's always going to be something we do. I mean,
gave one at the Derby and the pheasant hunt.
Yeah,
the last 2 years, I believe.
Yep. And I mean, we're gonna. That's while we're on the subject, we're going to give 2 guns away this year at our show off the kids' gate ticket. In years past, we've actually given just a small thing to the kids when they came in the gate. The first 50 kids would get something every day. This year we decided we'd rather just give one nice prize. Everybody can enter. All the kids coming in for the day will get a chance to enter. We're giving away 2 guns. Tall Timber Wildlife Services, Rick Maga, he's donating a gun through his business. And
Keegan donates one in memory of her grandpap Jack and her stepdad Michael. Yeah, so they both passed away. She did that last year and the year before. Yeah. But this year we had another guy stepped up, and we're going to be able to give one away both days, which will be pretty cool.
Yeah, so we decided instead of giving something that the kids are probably going to lose by the time they leave or throw away when they get home, we decided we'd rather do that, give them a chance to win something nice that they can have. So I know Rick's already been in contact with our gun guy, Dan Henry with our Car Arms. That's who all our guns are through this year.
For the ticket and for the gun tables, Dan did that. And then while we're doing that real quick, Creek Archery did the bows, and he's going to actually have to call him. I got to get the rest of the stuff for the ticket, some hunting blinds, all the accessory packages we're going to do on that. Same deal as last year. He really helps us out a lot. He always has since we started this thing. But Dan really, he wanted to do it, and me and him went to dinner, and we talked everything through, and he got everything I asked for. He got it, and he'll be able to get just about anybody anything they want.
Yeah, and that's, the guns that we went with are quality guns. Everything on the ticket is quality.
Yep.
So if you got a ticket, you're pretty lucky. You got a chance to win quite a bit. But even the guns he's going to bring to raffle are all going to be good quality guns.
Stuff you wouldn't just go out and buy.
Yeah.
That's what our goal was to. If I'm going to go, if I want a $300 gun, most people are just going to go out and they're going to buy it for themselves. But we're trying to get in that range where you got to sit there and really scratch your head and think, do I need to spend this money on a gun? But that's what we want to give away, so people,
Right.
I guess there are some responsible people out there that don't think like me.
Some people.
Do I really need this gun?
Yes.
Yeah, if I sell this and do that.
Well, I know there's not a single responsible one of us sitting here right now.
No, I would buy it too, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that bought the ticket is thinking, I really wanted one of those and I don't want to buy it for myself, so maybe I'll win it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty cool that we're giving those away for the kids. I believe in the kids area they are planning a scavenger hunt this year. If any of the vendors that signed up already are listening, we're probably going to be contacting some of the vendors. If you're interested, contact us and let us know. The scavenger hunt is actually going to be something that will draw people to your booth too. Certain vendors are going to have, I believe what they're looking to do, and it's actually kind of neat, they're going to have, you'll have the answer to their question. They're going to have to come ask you a question. They're going to have to go booth to these certain booths, and they'll ask you a question, probably something pertaining to what you do. So they'll have a list of questions, and when you answer the question, when you give them the answer, then you'll mark off. You'll give them a sticker or something to say they were there. They ask you the question, and that way it's getting the kids involved in talking to the vendors as well, and it's getting. Hey, they're going to drag their parents. Hey, Dad, we got to find this last spot. We didn't find this guy yet. And then when they get over there, it might be something that Dad didn't even think he was interested in. And after talking to him, he finds out that's something that he might be interested in too. So it's kind of a way to get the parents to go to all the booths and get the kids involved. That way the kids have to go talk to them too. So that's something pretty neat they're putting together. We're going to try to get that together this year. So that'll be cool.
Rob, I'm going to make you hand out stickers. Kids are going to have to come ask you a question.
That'll work.
We're going to wonder why nobody got all the scavenger hunts. What booth is constantly missing? Keystone Experience.
That guy was scary.
Yeah, we were scared of him. They'll be coming to the
office.
I didn't like his answer. They'll be coming to the office. That guy handing stickers out was scary. Can we go to a different booth?
Oh shit!
He
doesn't bite.
There with this metal thing that snaps. Like, here, your stickers in here. Your stickers in here.
Yeah, why does my fingers hurt getting that sticker? Oh, anyway, back to the show, I guess. Couple other things we got going on this year. Hunt Chef will be back again. We've got a pretty good relationship with him. We're actually going to be going. If you want to see our ugly mugs, if you don't see us on here, the 21st we're going to be doing a live with Jeremy. So I don't know what we're going to be cooking. I have a feeling it'll be coyote. If he's probably going to make us eat coyote or something. But we're going to be going on a live to help him cook and talk about our show. So that should be neat. That Jeremy's been a big supporter of ours for a couple years here now, and
he's been asking us to come down and do a live with him. He usually has some people down and do some different things. So
yeah, so
we're pretty excited about that. I think it'll be fun.
See what that's about. So that ought to be interesting. But at the show, he's going to do his one-man deer breakdown, and he'll be doing a cooking demonstration. So he'll be doing two demos a day. We got Stan Gordon back this year. He's our local paranormal guy.
Nice.
This one worries me a little bit, just because if you're looking for your taxidermist at Forever Ridge Taxidermy booth, he may not be there. Because unless I
looking for Bigfoot,
unless I put them two side by side,
which we might do,
which we may have to do just to keep Chesla in his booth, because when it comes to Bigfoot, that's his thing. So he's pretty excited. In fact, he's almost thinking about putting on a different shirt and just mingling in with the crowd, because
he saw Bigfoot.
He saw Bigfoot. He did.
That's what he says.
Mike, we believe you.
Maybe that'll be the question if we get him involved with the stickers. They can ask him how they saw Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
I tell you what.
I want to know, Chesley. You better answer this.
I tell you what, the longer we go into this podcast, the more I'm realizing that there might be several booths that don't have people in them.
It seems like we've found a trend here. Yeah.
Well, it'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll just have to.
We'll be there somewhere. You just got to find us.
Yeah,
that might be the scavenger hunt. try to find you guys. But no, in talking to Stan, it's been a couple years since he's been there. He does draw a crowd. I
do remember him at
the Norvell, the first one.
Yep. Yeah,
he did a big presentation at the Norvell. He talked for a good while.
Yeah, he actually has.
He got some pretty cool stuff that he talks about.
Yeah, he hasn't been at the fairgrounds with us. This will be the first time that he's been at the fairgrounds with us, and he's got a lot to talk about since the last time we were with him. Everything from UFOs, Bigfoot. There's been some Thunderbird and Black Panther sightings, I've heard. So that'd be interesting to hear the take on that, I guess. So that's something new. He'll be there. And then I said about the demonstration there with the trappers. We're hoping. Don't have a lot of seminars this year. It just seems like over the years our seminars just haven't really drawn the crowd. I don't know what the reasoning was. So we're trying to just focus on a couple seminars, try to get the crowds bigger for the seminars so people can really sit down and learn something. We may add a few more. It's hard to say what comes down the pike here, but those are what we have as far as seminars and demonstrations this year. The dog sled team is supposed to be back again this year. That's a pretty cool draw.
That's why we had snow last year.
You think that's what brought it in?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh. They were there before when it was nice outside, so
yeah,
we're not going to go blaming them.
Nah, we're not going to blame the dogs.
I'm not blaming them, but it's just a coincidence, you know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I fully put that blame.
So I'm
on
just bringing
Chico.
my Harley up there Friday night, so it's nice all weekend.
That sounds like a plan.
I blame Chico for last year's. Well, he was sitting up there laughing at us.
And
he was looking down thinking, look what you guys have put yourselves into. So I'm going to make it even more fun for you and make this weather.
He said, here, I'm going to make it like the first day of trout season for you.
Yep, pretty much.
If that's the case, we're probably never going to have a good show.
No, that's not true. We've had good weather. About every other year we've had good weather. I'm going to knock on wood again. But the first year at Norvell was nice. The second year with the tent was awful.
Yeah.
The first year at the fairgrounds was nice.
Yeah.
The second year at the fairgrounds was awful. So we're coming up on a 60-degree and sunny day with no rain until the very end of the deal.
Yeah,
that's our goal.
Let's hope. I don't know. I'm hoping. Let's put it that way. I'm hoping the weather's been.
All I know, regardless of the weather, it's always fun.
Absolutely.
It's always good to get out there and meet new people and, have people stop at the booths and stuff like that. So
yeah. It is. And to bring in some people from further away and to get all our local guys together, I think it's kind of more of a homecoming sometimes because, everybody does their own thing and everybody's so busy. And if we can get together for one weekend, I know it's a lot of work for us, but we enjoy it too. We get our little bit of downtime on Saturday night when the band's playing and we look forward to that. And so hopefully everything else goes good. Knock on wood, we have not had had any issues, and it just keeps getting better and better. So hopefully we can keep going that direction. And I mean, a lot of that has to do with our sponsors. I'll run down a list here real quick because I want to make sure I know other years we did the podcast. I know I forgot people, and I hate to do that because we couldn't do what we do without them. I mean, that's bottom line is they believe in us enough to give us their hard earned money, and they know that we're gonna be a good face for their organization too. I mean, these people aren't taking it lightly. This is, pretty good money they're giving us. Yeah. And so we want to thank them. Obviously, Toyota of Greensburg, Ryan, Brian, those guys up there have been phenomenal. Rudy helped out a lot last year with the show. That entire crew up there at Toyota, I can't say enough about those guys. And you guys brought them to us. Chris brought them to us. It's been a great partnership, and we thank you guys for helping out with that. And Toyota, just I can't say enough. That crew has been great. West Rock's been on with us for a couple years now. They've been a good sponsor. New this year, our good buddy Todd Rupert. Rupert helped us last year a little bit, but he stepped up even bigger this year. That's just the guy Todd is. He sees the potential in the show, and like I said, we brought him on as a trustee as well. So Todd's been helping us out quite a bit.
He's been there since the first show also.
Yeah, Todd has been there since day one as well. That was long before you guys even knew each other, and it's kind of cool to see.
I actually think that's where we met him at.
Yeah, I think it's cool to see the networking that's come out of our show too.
Absolutely.
Because
I did not like Todd the first year. Todd, I like you now, buddy. We're good friends. I'm happy to have met you, but man, that first year, he loves them turkey calls, and they do sound amazing. But after about 5 hours of hearing him chirping on them things in the Norvelt Fire Hall, I'm like, this dude just. Shh.
Well, I hear a rumor, and I'm not gonna say yes or no to this, but I hear he's making turtle calls now. You might want to ask him about his turtle calls.
Oh boy.
I believe he's going to have a line out with box turtle and snapping turtle. So,
nice.
You might want to.
Apparently, it's a very slow process.
Yeah,
that's what we've been told.
There probably won't be any made anytime soon because it's a slow process to build them. Possibly even getting into some decoys down the road. So
nice.
Just throwing that out there. Todd, I'll give you a little plug here, just early on plug for your turtle calls. Creek Archery obviously has been with us for almost the whole time here now. Forever Ridge Taxidermy, that's our good buddy Mike Chesla. Hunt Chef's back again with us this year. Jeremy, obviously we talk about Jeremy a lot. Jeremy's a great guy. We've been fortunate to get in with him. Whitetail Properties, Jack Brown is a local agent here. Jack's a great guy. Jack reached out to us a few years ago, and he wanted to be part of it. We didn't reach out to him. He called us and said, "I want to sponsor your show." So
I got to talk to Jack.
You know, market for some property.
I found a piece on the way to the doctor's. It's got a big sign on it for him.
Oh, nice.
So I need to talk to him.
Well, he'll be there.
Yeah, he'll be there. He's got a booth as well as a sponsor. Latrobe Glass and Mirror, Jackie Patrick, she come back on with us this year. Bridgeport Sportsman's Club, Mount Pleasant Polish Falcons Club, Heckler Sportsman's Club, and the Hunt Fish Committee. New this year, Overly's Country Christmas, who I'm involved with as well. They came on to sponsor us this year. Unified Sportsman's a PA. We talked about Tall Timber Service and Keegan's family, the Miller and Wilkinson families. Can't say enough about what they've done for us. We said Tall Timber is going to sponsor a gun this year. Same with Keegan's family. Laurel Highlands Insurance came on this year with us. Lakeview Animal Clinic, Dr. Stass in Latrobe, he's back with us again. Hutter Electric, Alan and Stephanie Hutter, they come on with us this year. They've been helping us for a few years now as well, just helping out as a volunteer. And this year, Alan gave us a sponsorship as well. New this year as well, Kids Consignment Cell. The lady that runs the Kids Consignment Cell at the fair, she gave us money towards the kids area. Armstrong Cable, we're hoping to do another segment with them here soon. Helltown Concepts is our sign guy. All the signs you see up there, all the banners we do. you like what you see, look him up. He does a great job. That's Michael Malloy with Helltown Concepts. Lonesome Valley Farms and the Valley of Terror haunted attraction there at the fairgrounds also. They're I would call them a sister company to us. I've been involved with their organization for years, and they've been very supportive of ours. That's their sign that we use at the fairgrounds. We cover their sign with our sign up there. And Rodney Corner Cafe. Rodney Corner helps us with all the booze. They make us happy.
Yeah.
Them along with oh my gosh, I'm pulling a mind block. Country Hammer Moonshine.
They're back again.
Yeah, Country Hammer's back with the slushies, so we're gonna have we'll have
What?
a couple different beers.
Monkeys, moonshine, beer,
Yep.
and marshmallows. Dude,
Well, you're bringing the marshmallows. I'm not
We don't have a
surprised.
marshmallow vendor, but
don't worry, trust me. I'm a fat guy. I got marshmallows. I trap. I got marshmallows.
Oh yeah. I've heard your stories about trapping.
Got to use marshmallows, man.
Well, that's what we're gonna get the bear with if he gets out, because I heard that story. I heard your bear likes your marshmallows. So, but yeah, that's pretty much a rundown of our sponsors there, and just want to thank all them. We couldn't do this without them. Couldn't do it without our everybody in our organization. Got to thank them. Thank you guys for having us. Really,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Thank you guys.
This has
It's
been
always a blast.
This has been big for us coming on here with you guys, and we want to keep working with you. Good partnership with you guys. We hope to keep going in the future.
We're going to keep doing it as long as the good Lord's willing.
Good deal.
Yes, sir.
So, let them know where they can find you guys.
Facebook, Instagram, Chico Outdoors. If you search it, like I said, it's pretty easy to find us. We come up pretty easy, but we're on Facebook and
if you
Instagram.
Google it, it'll come up. I've done that.
Yeah,
Just to see what would happen. See
Yeah,
how
yeah.
far we've made it.
Yeah, we've shared enough stuff that Google definitely picks us up. Like I said, if you want to see our ugly mugs again, then look us up on the Hunt Chef Live on the 21st. We'll definitely be on there talking pretty much everything we talked about here. We're going to reiterate there again, and we're looking forward to that. So, yep, that's where you can find us. If you have any questions, reach out. Send us a message on Facebook. We're very receptive to the messages on there. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of us, because there's about 5 or 6 of us that watch that page now. So as soon as a message comes in, somebody will get you an answer one way or another. It's not going to be. I mean, you'll probably get the automated message at first, and then we will get back to you pretty quickly there. So that's where we're at this year. We hope to see everybody at the show. Hope we get the weather and we get the crowd. We're gonna have a good time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for coming back on here. But,
Thank you guys.
buddy. We got to pay some bills here.
Yeah, this podcasting stuff getting expensive. The government got their hands in this shit now, too. So, we got that Chris DePerna fellow who owns Crick Archery. Find your passion and hunt it down. Hurry up and get Chris before it gets warm out and he gets out on the golf course in them goofy looking clothes of his. You know, get down there. All the new bows are starting to come in. New arrows. Get yourself what you need. Find your passion and hunt it down. Crick Archery.
And we got our good friends over at Hillview Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Your one-stop shop for all things automobile. You looking for a new, used, certified pre-owned, stop in to see Steve Huba and the rest of the great sales team. If you're looking for service, they got a world-class shop back there. Or if you're hit one of these unfortunate critters that roam the woods here in western Pennsylvania, go back to and see Butch in the body shop, certified to work on all makes and models. And I can tell you from personal experience, I saw this today. Haley just took her Jeep up there. Some jerk backed into it and caused damage. Looks brand new. I actually had to take a second look to make sure that was the right vehicle. If it weren't for her license plate, I wouldn't have guessed it. So Hillview Motors has it. Stop up and see them.
Hey, don't forget to stop back there and see Joe, too. If your truck's all dirty from hunting season, go back there and see Joe in the detail shop. Tell him we sent you up. He'll clean all the deer blood out of the back of your car for you. Trust me.
Nice.
So we got Duke Traps. www.duketraps.com. Look those boys up. Mr. Bill, the whole family down there at Duke's. They've been with us, and this is our 4th season. They've been with us the whole time now. I wouldn't use any other traps. So look them up. All your trapping needs, Bill will take care of you.
And we got your good buddy there, Rob. We was just down his way last week picking up a brush hog.
Dear P. Dave, apparition scent, 100% lethal. You know, turkey season's coming up. Nobody ever thinks about using cover scent when you're turkey hunting. Nobody. But you know, you get one of those old skillet head does come walking up to you first thing in the morning and smells you. Guess what she's doing? She's letting them turkeys know exactly where you're at. So get yourself some of the Phantom Hunter soap, the Phantom Hunter spray. Take a shower the day of, spray down that morning. She ain't going to know you're there. She's going to walk right by you. So you ain't going to get a bust on your turkey hunt.
I'm going to be lazy. This is the one time a year I get to be lazy with a sponsor because our next sponsor are these gentlemen sitting across from us here. That would be Chico Outdoors. So, guys, give us a quick rundown again. What's this benefiting and what do we do here at Chico Outdoors?
Just benefits the local kids, getting kids in the outdoors, benefits the veterans. Again, the show's April 15th and 16th at Westmoreland Fair Grounds. We got a band Saturday night. Rough Creek Band will be there Saturday night. We got the Stampede Band on Sunday. We are going to have an opening band. I believe at this point it looks like it's probably going to be the band Dark Harvest. They're a new local band. They're going to be opening from 5 to 7. $5 admission, general admission. Can't beat the price. Kids 12 and under free. Stop out and see us. There's something for everybody. We got crafts for the ladies. We got stuff for the kids. We got a great kids area this year. And food vendors, alcohol, guns. What more can you ask for?
Exactly.
Well, thank you guys for making that job a little bit easier for me.
No problem. Thank you for having us again.
Rob, we was just out putting the next sponsor's products out there to work.
Yeah, we were changing batteries and relocating cameras this weekend. Them Bow Creek Outdoor products. We was out there moving the cameras around, getting ready for turkey season. Got them on some of our turkey hot spots, we hope.
Yep, that's it.
Plus, I'm just going to put this out there. Anybody who got cell cams and runs them 365 days a year, one of the best damn security systems for your property that you can get. Because my camera not only caught a poacher trespassing. That's all I'm going to get into, because once the hearing and everything's done with, trust me, I'm going to dump a shitload on this guy, because I'm glad it did what it's supposed to do. It not only told me what bucks were in my area, but told me the day that I wasn't there that there was some fool riding his side-by-side back and forth on my property that wasn't supposed to be there. So if you're running cell cams, trust me, they do help. And I run mine 365 days a year.
And you know the best part about the Bow Creek Outdoor cameras is they run on 3 different platforms. It chooses the best signal for you from Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. So you don't have to worry about getting a camera locked in on a carrier that doesn't get service in your area. Mm-hmm. So check them out at bowcreekoutdoors.com. And buddy, the last sponsor here, something near and dear to our hearts.
Our new sponsor for this year.
That would be our good friends up there at Z&M Harley Davidson here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. We're hoping to have our Harley sitting up there at Chico Outdoors on the 15th and 16th of April.
Yep.
But if you're in the market for new or used vehicle, motorcycle, head up and see our friends there up at Z&M. Go up and talk to any of the great salesmen. You got Kelton, Ryan, Joe. Pretty much all of them know every detail up there about it.
Yeah.
Looking for new parts, go see Joel and those guys over there at the parts department, or take it back to the service center. Have that bike looked over before it's time to get on it all summer. That's where mine's heading here in another week or so, up to the service department. Time to get it ready for the riding season.
Yep.
New, used, clothes, they got it all. Stop up, get your Reason to Ride pass. They'll be going on sale March 11th, and you can get them for a month or so. 8, I believe, different restaurants you can choose from. Get out, ride around, support it. All that money goes to a charity. So stop up, check them out. They're going to have a ton of great things going on this summer, so check their Facebook page out for all the activities that are coming.
Yeah, pay attention to ours, because you're probably going to see me and Matt at a lot of these events up there. So
Yes, sir. And then if for some reason you want to hear more outdoor content, you're tired of hearing from us.
Listen to Indoors Dan.
No, it's Outdoors Dan. Outdoors Dan, and you got to download
Hey,
the
look,
Outdoor Call Radio
Mr.
app.
P Video told me his real name. It is Indoors Dan, because he's always sitting on the sofa indoors. That's what Mr. P Video told me.
Well, we can debate that one later, but if you want to hear our 24/7 outdoor content, you got to download the Outdoor Call Radio app.
The Outdoor Call Radio app.
Oh, that's going to wrap up this one, buddy.
I think that's it, man.
Yep. Follow along with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube channel, and we'll have some great hunts, different lives and stuff coming out.
Matt got it downloaded to his phone.
There you go. Outdoor Call Radio app. We're on there. So follow along with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.